News and views from the best voices in our game. Subscribe to the Cricket News YouTube channel and press the bell icon for unparalleled cricket coverage. Well, the instruction has come from the up above. We need to pivot to the next two teams. Finally, the two new teams coming to IPL. Gujarat, of course, will be led by Hardik Pandya. Rashid Khan, Shubman Gill were the other two players that they got before the auction. But then there was some serious bidding, and they got a good lineup. I mean, they just need to find the perfect 11, and that's going to take some time. But who do you see jumping into that
Okay.
11 straight away from the beginning?
Jason Roy is not here anymore.
Yeah.
So Roy has been replaced by Rahmanullah Gurbaz. So now,
Yep.
if you
Exciting opener.
yes, no doubt, but can you fit him in the 11? Will he be one of the
No.
4 overseas cricketers?
Mm.
Rashid Khan will be playing.
Yep.
Ferguson will be playing. Almost certainly, we can see Matthew Wade will be playing. So, would you
They have
want?
David Miller also.
Yes. So I think this batting lineup has a very strange look to it. You play Shubman Gill. His opening partner, my personal choice would be Ridhiman Saha, who, hear me out, of all Indian batters with 750 runs in IPL history, Ridhiman Saha has the third best strike rate in power plays. In power play specifically. So he's after only, I think, Sehwag and Shaw.
Yeah.
So that is
Oh, they have Noor
something they would
Ahmed.
want to face. Yes, but can they fit him?
Absolutely, they have to. I mean, he's the left-handed Rashid Khan.
Yes,
Noor
I
Ahmed and
know.
Rashid Khan, yeah, Rashid Khan bowling in tandem. I think in place of David Miller, they have enough batting. So in place of David Miller, they can
Do
play.
they have enough batting?
I think they have.
If you play say Gill and Saha,
Hmm.
then you have uh, Vijay Shankar, Abhinav Manohar, and say Hardik and Matthew Wade. Is that enough? Is this batting lineup enough?
They need Matthew?
If you drop Matthew Wade, then your number 3 is probably Vijay Shankar. Your number 4 is probably Abhinav Manohar. Your number 5 or 6 is Hardik Pandya. Is this good enough? If your openers are Gill and Saha.
Wouldn't you promote Hardik at 4? Maybe?
Okay, fine. You promote Hardik
Yeah.
at 4. But is
Yeah.
this batting lineup enough? There are batters, but you can't bring them in. You can't bring Gurbaz. You can't bring Wade because you have to back Rashid and Ferguson.
They'll have to go with at least 3 overseas
Yes.
batting options,
Yes.
including Ferguson. Yeah.
Uh, if you pick both
So
Rashid and Ferguson, you have to. I mean, Roy was a big miss.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
I mean, it will be very pity if they don't play Noor Ahmed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There is also Alzari Joseph, but I do not see him play because with Shami and their bowling is sorted. I mean, it's fine. It's not. Varun Aaron
Abhishek
is
Da will
there.
certainly, Abhishek Da will certainly say that. They've got a Jayant Yadav there. They've got a
Yeah,
Rahul Tewatia there. Abhishek Da will be happy
Tewatia
with
will
that,
play. Yeah,
won't
yeah.
he?
Tewatia will play. Tewatia will add some balance to the side. Jayant
Yeah.
Yadav, I'm not very sure whether he'll be a regular, but Tewatia is going to be. Tewatia is going to be. I mean, even if you don't pick Miller, this batting lineup looks
Yeah.
very strange. By the as I said,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
don't pick Miller, then you have to pick bowlers who can bat, and I guess that is where Tewatia and others will come.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, if you drop Wade, then your best middle
I
order,
think
and you have
one
to.
of Wade or because since Saha is also there, so
Hmm.
one of Wade and Miller should play, and they should play Noor Ahmed.
Even if basically even if you play one of Miller and Wade,
Wade.
and there is Hardik, these are the only two major batters apart from Gill, who has a very ordinary strike rate and who thinks strike rate doesn't matter in T20 for some reason. So, and this batting lineup, I can't see them. I mean, especially they'll struggle in the middle overs.
Yeah.
When that happens, when you have a batting lineup which is vulnerable, how much of a pressure does that put on the openers? Because we're talking about strike rate here. The openers always have this in the back of their minds, don't they? That the middle order is not performing, especially midway through the tournament, and they want to take their time to establish an innings.
The
Will
crack
that
will
be
be
the
to use
case? Do you
Saha at the
think?
top.
Yeah.
The crack will be to use Saha at the top. That will help change some balance. Otherwise, you'll have to put Gill and another aggressive batter at the top. If you put Wade at the top, that's one of your overseas players gone.
Hmm.
Saha has to bat at the top.
Yeah, yeah. Saha needs to open because either of Wade and Miller is they are more suited in the middle order,
Yeah.
and which also they are left-handers. So left-handers in the middle order are always crucial. And I think, but good to see that they have a lot of all-rounders who can
Yep.
Yeah.
they have a lot of all-rounders.
True.
But
True.
I would be more itching to play both Noor Ahmed and Rashid Khan.
Sandipan Banerjee always putting forward his point in the most clear way possible. But yeah, let's move on to the other franchisee as well, who have good ensemble. I'd say had a decent auction. We're talking about, of course, Lucknow Super Giants, who had already gotten KL Rahul, Marcus Stoinis, and Ravi Bishnoi on board before they went into the auction, and then they got some nice picks to follow. What the four overseas player you see here starting in the 11 from that first match?
Wood is a big miss. Wood will be missed definitely. I mean, of course, QDK will be there. He's one of the first choice overseas players. Who
Yeah,
else? Jason Holder, of course, is there.
Stoinis and Holder
Yeah,
and Myers will be flying out. So yeah, and Chamira, of course.
but who is replacing Wood?
Um,
I
uh,
think
Ty.
Blessing.
No, Ty.
No, Andrew Tai. Yeah, yeah, Andrew Tai.
I think the Lucknow team is probably better than we think. They are actually a more balanced team than many.
Yeah, yeah, true.
yep,
So essentially, if you look at this Avesh Khan, and then you get if once Holder is available, he's still playing a test match. So Avesh Khan and Holder, and essentially you get 4 overs out of Krunal Pandya, 4 overs maybe out of Gotham, and then there is Stoinis,
yeah.
and then there is of course Bishnoi. So this
Couple of
is
overs from Deepak Hooda as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
So this is not a great bowling attack, but this is a decent
yeah,
bowling attack.
yep,
And then you have a sort of explosive batting lineup. Not so. I mean, not so much if you look at not so much if you look at individual level. Rahul and Deacock are dangerous batters, but if you look at the depth, if you see, say, Stoinis could be there, and Pandey, and Huda, and Pandya, and then Holder, then Gotham, it is a very long lineup.
yeah,
So they can, while they are, and then you can play even Lewis at any point. So if they are probably not, they do not have many great hitters, but collectively they have a side that can take risks early. They go for that final onslaught before the other side. The depth in the
yeah,
batting will
Yeah,
allow them
true,
that.
yeah.
true.
Even gives the opportunity to those who are starting the innings to go all out and cash most
Yes.
of that
So
power play.
essentially,
Yeah,
when other sides start hitting in the 15th over, they may start in the 14th, and 1 over can
yeah,
make a difference in this format.
definitely. We've seen that. We've seen that on quite a few occasions,
Yes. Yes.
and it'll be
So
exciting. It'll be exciting to see these two face off each other in their first matches.